Have you ever felt that something ancient is watching you? That the sands of time still whisper secrets to those who dare to listen? This is the story of two archaeologists who thought they were searching for ruins, but instead uncovered something that defied science, history, and even reality itself. Their journey began with a letter, unmarked, old, sealed with wax bearing the symbol of the Eye of Horus. Inside, a map, faded and brittle, showing a location deep within the western desert, a place no official excavation had ever touched. Handwritten at the bottom, "You must see it for yourself, before others find it, before it disappears again." There was no signature. Dr. Alan Kessler, a renowned Egyptologist, was intrigued, skeptical, but curious. He brought the map to his colleague, Dr. Nadia El-Sid, a brilliant linguist and native of Cairo who had grown up around whispers of buried secrets in the sand. When she saw the map, her face went pale. "This symbol," she said quietly, tracing it with her finger, "it's from the forbidden cartouche. This place should not exist." Within days, they assembled a small team and set off. 2 jeeps, basic supplies, and an unshakable feeling of unease. As they ventured deeper into the desert, roads vanished. Their GPS stopped working. The sky seemed somehow heavier. Their Bedouin guide grew nervous. He refused to go beyond a certain ridge. He pointed at the horizon and muttered, "Al-Qaria, Al-Malauna, the cursed village. No one returns from there." Then he left, just turned around and disappeared into the dunes. The team camped at the base of a low hill, surrounded by silence. That night, under the full moon, they saw it. A massive pyramid, not buried under centuries of sand, but standing, pristine, as if it had been built yesterday. And it had 5 sides. Alan stared in disbelief. Egyptian pyramids always had 4 sides. This defied architectural norms and even basic geometry. But there it stood, shimmering faintly in the moonlight. They approached slowly. Compasses spun without direction. Cameras refused to focus. The shadows stretched in unnatural directions, as if light itself bent around the structure. At the entrance, walls were covered in markings, but not in traditional hieroglyphs. "These aren't Egyptian," Nadia whispered. "They're proto-cuneiform, maybe even older." But how? The air inside was thick, electric. Breathing was harder. Their watches kept ticking, but time felt strange. Minutes dragged, or maybe hours flew by. And then they found the central chamber. At its center was a massive black monolith, carved from a stone neither of them could identify. It pulsed softly, like a heartbeat. Nadia moved closer, eyes wide. "I can hear something." Alan didn't hear voices. He saw visions, stars and unnatural constellations, beings tall and formless, civilizations rising and falling, entire cities reduced to dust in an instant. A low grinding sound echoed through the chamber. A wall began to shift open. Behind it was a skeleton, easily twice the size of a normal human. Its skull was elongated, its rib cage oddly wide. Its arms were crossed over a flat tablet, shimmering like metal, but cold to the touch. And on the tablet, words appeared, not in hieroglyphs, in English. "We gave you light once. You used it to build. We returned. You used it to rule. We left. Do not summon us again." Alan stumbled back. Nadia froze, her eyes locked on the skeleton. The monolith began to crack. The walls trembled. Dust fell from the ceiling. And then, the entrance behind them sealed shut. Panic set in. Their flashlights flickered. The monolith now pulsed faster, louder. The skeleton seemed to shift slightly, though neither dared say it aloud. Nadia grabbed Alan's arm and pointed to a narrow gap in the wall, a hidden passage, invisible in the earlier light. They ran, downwards, crawling. The tunnel was pitch black, ancient, and smelled of stone and decay. They crawled for what felt like hours. The tunnel curved and twisted unnaturally, like a snake made of sandstone. And then light, warm, golden light. They emerged, coughing, covered in dust, in the middle of the desert. But not where they had entered. No pyramid in sight. No camp. No team. Just dunes, stretching endlessly. Alan turned in circles, stunned. "It was right here," he said. "It was right here." But the desert said nothing. Weeks later, they returned to civilization. Photos taken inside the pyramid were corrupted, coordinates erased from their devices. The rest of their team vanished. No records, no remains. Then, one day, another letter arrived. Same wax seal. Inside, one sentence. "Thank you for heeding the warning. You are not the first, but you may be the last." Neither Alan nor Nadia ever returned to the desert. They stopped speaking publicly about their work. Some say Alan left academia entirely. Nadia was last seen boarding a flight to Patagonia. She never returned. But sometimes travelers in the western desert claim they see something in the distance. Not a mirage, not a dune, but the shadow of a fifth point, pointing toward a pyramid that should not exist.